Hi, my name's Alika. I go to Woodside Priory. For my modifications, I did like five major things. The first one was that I created like a Bluetooth interface, which you'll see in the demo. And that basically works where the user can just type in different commands and it goes through an if-else ladder. And that'll like respond to their commands. One challenge I had with that is that the Bluetooth kind of got overwhelmed with too many print statements. So I just had to put it in fewer print statements in the end. And also, it would just randomly disconnect, which I solved by adding continues to the end of the if-else statements. My second kind of major thing that I added was a speaker and audio amp. So basically, I learned how to use an audio amp with like a transistor, a capacitor, and creating like a feedback loop through a resistor. Um, and I connected it to this speaker, and then I made my own library for like different like musics that it can play. So it can play, I think the demo is the Harry Potter theme song. It can play other things too, like Hymn for the Weekend by Coldplay. And basically, the speaker runs in parallel. So that was the like not going too technical, but basically there's two separate part kind of cores to an ESP, and the speaker is assigned to one only running through that. So it's able to run alongside all the rest of the code, which is in a separate kind of like task. Then the third kind of main thing I did was I created like a wall sit mode, which you also saw you also get to see in the demo that basically detects it like automatically detects when you're coming out of the wall sit. You have to start the wall sit manually because otherwise it wouldn't know how to distinguish it from a squat. And you can like change the goal, and the goal is actually shown on the status bar or the neopixel strip, which is my fourth kind of major modification, and that's like right here. It's pretty simple. It just when it's on, you can turn it on and off. It'll be in like a looping kind of pastel rainbow thing until you go into either counting your squats or into wall sitting mode. And both of those two things will make it into a status bar, which will show you how far you are along to your goal. And then the last kind of modification I made was just adding a bunch of random stuff. So I don't know if you can see right here, but just I added like a power button, a button to control like the angle at which it beeps, and the threshold. There's a vibration motor for like a silent kind of mode. You can turn that on and off. You can turn the buzzers on and off. And I also added a second buzzer. So I just really wanted to. Most of my modifications were making the user experience just kind of better and more fun and engaging. Um, I didn't face too many challenges during the process. I had a couple challenges with on the more like like the solders were coming out, or like the ESP broke kind of challenges rather than technical challenges as much. And I hope to then move on to milestone 3 after this.